Induction of labor, it implies that stimulation of contractions of uterus before spontaneous onset of labor. Okay, stimulation of contractions of uterus before the onset of spontaneous labor. Okay, here what we are trying to do is we are trying to induce the uterine contraction so that we can stimulate labor. Let's see the indications for induction of labor. The indications for induction of labor are membrane rupture without labor, gestational hypertension, oligoabdominus, non-reassuring fetal heart rate, postpartum pregnancy, medical conditions of mother like chronic hypertension and diabetes. These are the important indications for induction of labor. Let's see the risk that we have to bear if you induce labor. What are the risk factors of induction of labor? Increased chance of cesarean delivery. Okay, this chance of cesarean delivery is more with nulliparous females. When you use amniotomy to augment labor, there will be chances for chorioamnionitis. Okay, when you augment labor by amniotomy, then the chance for chorioamnitis will be more. And when you use prostaglandins, there will be chances for rupture of prior uterine incision. Okay, when you use prostaglandins, there will be chance for rupture of prior uterine incision, and there will be chance for uterine atony and associated postpartum hemorrhage. As all of us know, uterine atony it leads to postpartum hemorrhage, right? So these are the important risks that we have to bear if you induce labor. Contraindications for induction of labor. The contraindications for induction of labor are of two types: absolute contraindications and relative contraindications. Absolute contraindications include severe degree of contracted pelvis, cancer cervix, cord prolapse in early labor, major malpresentations like transverse lie, bro presentation, mentro-posterior face, previous uterine scar of hysterectomy, classical cesarean section, repair of uterine rupture, active genital herpes, grade 2 posterior, grade 2 and grade 4 placenta previa. These are all absolute contraindications. Then moving to relative contraindications, there are only 3 relative contraindications. They are fetal distress, cervical fibroid and impacted ovarian cyst in pouch of Darlow's.